This book is Urban Europe. I was so surprised that 500 years ago, there are cities in the Europe. So surprised. So I would like to know the origin of cities, since there are so many cities in the world. Most people in the world live in the cities, right? I think if more people live in the countryside, will the world a better place? So urban center is because of its economic, but urban center now, because it is not economic, it's all about money, becomes an urban center. But now it also concludes about culture, concludes about transportation and education and medical. This is a comparison between Venice and the Sicilian town of Ganges. So what can you do a comparison between New York and London? I only know that both of them have Chinatown. It seems that this is larger population, and in the 16th century, England don't have so much people. Netherlands and Spain is less developed, and even Netherlands don't have so much people. But after the 17th century, they developed so much. But Germany is the latest to develop. Even in the 18th century, Germany still don't have large countries, large urban centers. So, which is the earliest developed urbans? It's France and Italy. Italy is the best. It's the earliest, and then France, and then Italy, France, and then England. Oh, Spain, England, Netherlands, and the last is Germany. This is centers in Western Europe. Oh, this is Moscow. So far away, but not so far away. Baltic Sea, Black Sea, Istanbul. Wow, is this Muslim? So it's not. So I think it is quite close to Europe. Palermo. This is London. London, quite cold. Not cold at all because it is around the sea. So this is Paris. So I think in the past, Paris is more civilized than England, right? Because it's more developed in the 16th century. This is Rome, Naples, Palermo, Florence. So this is Italy. So when I live here, I have to 2 hours. I go to Paris, fly 2 hours, more 2 hours to Italy. Barcelona. Barcelona is also Italy. Why Italy is so big? Oh, Barcelona. I don't know. It's Spain, right? Don't laugh at me. I am illiterate. I think in the past, immigration is harder because they're immigrant as apprentices. They don't know any skills. I was so surprised if there are so many young men went to the big cities to be apprenticed, but they don't bring a worse social order, but they become reserve of the artisans. This saying I also was confirmed by a recent YouTuber. They said that the immigrants don't contribute, make the population in urban grow, but it just swell the labor force, but don't enhance the birth rate. So many people come to this city to work, to get the work opportunities, but they work, but don't have much chance to have a house of their own or getting married and then have a child. So these people becomes slaves of the equivalent to slaves of this city, because they have no right to mate and to get married and then get a family. This didn't say that the young women come to the city, they don't do prostitution. They just do become servants, domestic servants. So now London is a big city, but London just arose only in the early 17th century. And London rise at the same time with Amsterdam. And London now is growing to be the most expensive city in the world. Amsterdam is not. So what makes the difference? Haha, I was so surprised that the farmers have to sell their products in different places. Sell fish in one place, sell barley in one place, sell grain in one place. They must know a lot. So at that time, they don't like the unregistered. If you want to sell things, you have to be registered. If you are unregistered, they don't like you. Until it is too big, to a larger scale by merchants. So they do it in inns and taverns. Backyard. I'm very eager to know how London become such large big city now. Even London is larger than Paris, right? Why? I want to know why. Oh, it is because of Industrial Revolution, but it is still before Industrial Revolution. Gender-specific tasks. I think I don't want to read more about it today because it is getting dark. I want to read it this is a very good book, but I want to read it in the daytime when the light, oh, it's just, now it's much better. It is too dark for me to read. At that time, the guild will protect the artisans, and so that is the influence of law at that time. Law and the economy law influence on economy. Guild control. Compared to those guild who want to set up their own business. Complained the poorer market gardener complained that the onion only 4 men. So there are very severe monopoly at that time. When a person want to set up their own business, it is very hard. At that time, now there are so many barber's shop. I just think that why I cannot set up a business of my own compared to these people in the history when I watch the movies, and compared to me in my contemporary world. What a position I am. Seems like very, very low. Some people say that I have a talent to be a teacher. I think a teacher is an angel with broken wings because they can't fly themselves, although they have talent. So they just taught others to fly. So there are several trades that we can know at that time. Bakers, brewers, brick makers. These are all urban occupations at that time. Land included landowners, landlords, olive oil, wine, grain is from the countryside. Cereals, innkeepers. So at that time, real estate is quite developed. Just some people buy some land and then they can get enough to support themselves. I just think that I'm kind of an idiot in living in this world. So many things that I don't know. Can I develop myself into a landlord? So it is the urban economy that make the increase of the land ownership. It is first the economy increased, then the land is more valuable. Not the land valuable than the economy. It is not the opposite. So at that time, fire is very disastrous. Shipbuilding industry, Germans and Scandinavia. To be a center of redistribution, you need some services commercial services and warehouse and overland links. Everything you want to do, you need to take some cost to do it. So at that time, they have Donald Trump. I wonder at that time, what is the main transportation? I think because Europe is in the sea, so the main transportation is ship. High taxation, warfare. That is warfare. 30 years war. increase the tax. When they have war, after they have war, they would increase the tax on the basic need of the common people. So it is not the people that launch the war, but it is the people who take the cost of the war. So if now it is for democratic countries for the people to decide whether to launch a war or not. Just like the present British government, they want to increase tax on people because the government has a deficit. It's the same thing. Over taxation. Won the argument fiscality. I have to don't know what this word is. Fiscality. I think I have finished this. I think this is a very very good book, and I will finish it in the future. I would read it very carefully, and now I think I'm hungry, so I have to have my dinner now. Bye.